Friends, 1089 days of war between Russia and Ukraine. But before that, I will cite you an incident which took place in New Delhi, where on its main railway station there was a stampede in which 18 people died and many more dozens were injured. And the reason was that they were all heading towards so-called Mahakumbh Mela, that is in Allahabad, where three rivers, namely Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati, the last one is extinct, has confluence, and dip there is supposed to wash away your all sins, and where close to 300 million people have gone. There was another stampede there much earlier on the site itself in Allahabad, where the number of deaths is still not known, could be in hundreds. This is the mass psych where rationality is lost and extremely sad. Well, coming to war zone in south, as far as Velika Novosilka is concerned, Russians now continue moving northwest of Remivka and northeast of Novi Kumar, though their rate of advance has reduced after having taken over Velika Novosilka and many adjacent villages and locations. In east, on Kurakhov-Pokrovsk front, Russians' offensive operations continuing and made gains and advancing west of Dakhne towards Ulakali. In fact, Ukrainians, after surrendering Dakhne, have started retreating, and probably they are thinking to make another defense line, which would be in line of Bogatyr and Alexeyevka. As far as Ulakli is concerned, the Russians are advancing towards that and have reached outskirts and started offensive operations for the village from south and southeast. They also broke defense line of Constantinople from southeast, while Andriivka is being almost cleared by the Russian army. And soon, as far as Kurakhov front is concerned, may come to an end. Now we come to Pokrovsk Grodovskaya directions. Russians took over Zeleny Pole and are hereafter advancing towards north of Baranivka. They took over Berezivka and advancing towards Malinivka area, while Ukrainians, with their counter-offensive towards Kotlin, Peshanoe, which is almost 95% under Russians, have made some gains, while Russians have advanced in Udakne, east of Udakensky. Towards Mirnograd, Russians are advancing towards Toretsk area, capturing Berezivka en route, while in Toretsk, the fight continues on the outskirts, Chasiv and Siversk. There are no significant informations. In northeast, on Kreminna Liman direction, Russians have been advancing in Yampolivka, which is almost 90-95% under control, and eastern part of forest area. In Svatovo area, they have advanced south of Makiivka, while in north, Kupyansk area, the Vorikna bridgehead is being expanded, north-northwest directions. Kharkiv north, that is Slobozansky directions, no changes by and large in Volchansk and Liptsy, though Russians did carry out some offensive operations in Volchansk district. Coming to Sudzha, heavy fight is on from both the sides in form of counterattacks, and Russians' offensive operation is taking place in Nikolaev Darino, Swerd Likovo, where they advanced 300 meters, Malya Lukanya in North Sudzha, and also in southeast and south Sudzha towards Ulanok, while Ukrainians are continuously attacking towards Malya Lukanya, Makhnovka in southeast and south Sudzha. Interdiction missions continuing quite heavily, especially the uses of drones have increased drastically in last few months from both the sides. Coming to Palestine, Lebanon, Israel, Middle East. As far as Palestinian land is concerned, the situation of Palestinians are not good, be it Gaza Strip or West Bank. In southern Lebanon, the Israeli armed forces continue their presence, demolishing the leftover buildings. In Syria, the situation overtly seems to be normalizing. However, the fight between SNA and SDF and other breakaway groups, or rather militants, continuing, while their situation, that is STS versus Lebanese armed forces in southern Syria, seems to be calm at this given moment. In Sudan, the Sudanese armed forces have advanced in Bahri, capturing Al Faki and El Nasser districts. Also, they advanced in industrial area of Nile front. They recaptured Wad Shala, Al Zamalah, and Naima districts. Zelensky, being part of security conference in Germany, has said if Trump really wants to achieve results, he must first reach an agreement with us and only then put pressure on Putin because we will never accept any negotiations without us. A brave statement indeed, where he has refused to sign with Americans on rare earth in Ukraine, and also the Vice President of USA, J.D. Vance's statement, where he has directly, indirectly threatened and said and called European unions with various names that they are destroying their democracy, freedom of press, freedom of speech, etc. Of course, not mentioning what they themselves doing within USA and in rest of the world. Are they likely to change in future? That we have to see. But as far as Zelensky and Ukraine are concerned, they are left nowhere. They are hanging in the air now without any bottom and support. I don't think European Union or E3, France, Germany and UK can support Ukraine. And that's all. Thanks.